I'm your madam! Hello everyone! Assalamualaikum and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Okay, so again, ito po ang inyong Madam Bati, Fatima Bati. Of course, today is Wednesday, good Wednesday. So it's sunny here in Japan. And of course, it's already 12:50 p.m. na po dito sa Japan. So magandang tanghali po sa inyong lahat dyan sa Pilipinas. Good morning sa Pakistan and good evening sa Amerika at saan mang sulok kayo ng mundo ngayon naroroon. So magandang araw po, magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Okay po, and of course, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So sana po, kung nagustuhan nyo po ang mga videos ko, huwag nyo po sanang kalilimutang mag-subscribe. And of course, pakiclick na rin po ang notification bell para lagi po kayong updated para sa aking mga susunod na video. So what I am coming up for today, or what I'm coming up today is, I decided to take up the MBTI personality test. So ano po yung MBTI? MBTI is Myers-Briggs personality test. So it consists of questions, and I will be taking 16 personality tests. So you will be knowing which personality you are in. So if you are an extrovert or you are an introvert. So, ano po yung introvert? Yung mga introvert persons po, sila po yung, those people focuses on their own mind. So, yung affairs nila, okay, so, ibig sabihin yung, eto lang sila. Okay, so they focus on their own things or ideas. So, while extrovert, of course, outgoing and socially confident persons. So sila po yung hindi mahiyain, ganun. Mga outgoing person po sila. So dito po sa MBTI po na to, malalaman natin kung saan tayo napapaloob or where do we belong. Okay, so malalaman nyo kung hanggang sa inyong sensing, intuition, thinking, feeling, and judging. And of course, it has 16 personality types. Andyan yung ISTJ, ISTP, INTP, ESTP, ISFP, ISFJ, INTJ, ESTJ, and a lot more. Of course, ang MBTI po ay in-invent ng mother and daughter na sina Isabel Myers and Myers-Briggs. So, ayan po, malalaman po natin kasi minsan yung husband ko, hindi ko rin alam kung, minsan kasi alam niyo yun, madalas kayo magtalo ng asawa mo, so hindi mo alam kung anong klaseng pagkatao meron ka. So, with this test, malalaman natin kung anong klaseng personality meron tayo. Okay, so we will start the questions. So you regularly make new friends. Well, if I have time, then I do meet new, but not regularly. Siguro kung bata-bata pa ako, if I am less of my age, siguro I would agree. Pero sa ngayon, I disagree. Okay? You spend a lot of your free time exploring various random topics that pique your interest. I think so. Yeah, I agree. Katulad yung topics ng, ano ba yung mga topics na yon? Of course, nanay ka na. And ang pinaka-problema ko kasi is yung ano yung mga lulutuin, ganyan. So, most of the time, kapag free time ko, nag-explore ako or naghahanap ako ng mga ano ba yung pwedeng lutuin, pwedeng gawin. Yeah, I agree. Okay, seeing other people cry can easily make you feel like you wanted to cry too. Siguro neutral ako dyan. Not most of the time. Siguro depende sa kung depende. Hindi, no, no, no. Kasi parang pag nakita mo pa lang ba siya na umiiyak na, iiyak ka na rin ba? Of course, hindi, di ba? First, you have to listen to what he or she will say. And then, you will decide whether you will cry or not. So, pero yun nga, depende sa sitwasyon. So, neutral tayo dyan. You usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure. Depende rin po sa sitwasyon. Siguro if family related yan, na under pressure ka, ano, I disagree. Pero if other circumstances, like yung wala lang, ganyan, yung sa sarili ko lang, of course, I have to control myself. So, neutral. At social events, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people and mostly talk to the ones you already know. Ano ba? No, kasi what I think of myself is friendly naman ako. So, whether you are new or old friend ka na, basta syempre parang ano mo na yun self-instinct mo na yun na, oy, bago pa lang siya, of course you have to introduce yourself, ganon. So, I disagree. You prefer to completely finish one project before starting another? I disagree. Why? Kasi ako yung multitasker. I can do both things uh, at the same time. So I disagree. You are very sentimental. Yes, I am very sentimental with things, with people that I love. Yes, I agree. You like to use organizing tools like schedules and lists. I disagree. As much as I wanted to organize things and my schedules lists, at the end of the day, wala rin. So kahit na mag-organize ako, parang, alam mo yon yung, ay hindi, eto na lang unahin ko, ganyan-ganyan. So I disagree. Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge. Hindi naman. So I trust myself naman. Siguro ano na lang, neutral. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation most of the time. Kasi mas gusto ko kasi yung laging may kausap, ganun. So yeah, I agree. Kasi syempre kung sasamahan mo yung tao na tahimik, tapos ikaw madaldal, di parang ka lang ewan, di ba? You're not too interested in discussing various interpretations and analysis of creative works. Siguro when I was still working, when I was still young, interested ako. Pero ngayon, siguro neutral. Okay? You are more inclined to follow your head than your heart. Ano ba? Ano bang sinusunod ko? Yung isip ko o yung puso ko? Hindi ko wait. Siguro pag sa family, yung heart muna and then yung head mo. Pero with other people, with others, I follow my head first and then I don't know, heart? Ganon. So, neutral. You usually prefer just doing what you feel like at any given moment instead of planning a particular daily routine. Yes, I agree. So, kasi kapag ka ano pagka sinunod mo yung daily routine mo, parang nakakasawa, 'di ba? So mas maganda yung iba-iba siya araw-araw. So I disagree. You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. Madalang ba ako? I disagree. Kasi hindi naman ako ganun eh. You enjoy participating in group activities. Sana. Well, when I was still young, I do wanted to, pero feel ko konti yung ability ko is parang lesser, pero gusto ko sana. So I agree. You like books and movies that make you come up with your own interpretation of the ending. Kasi hindi ako mahilig manood ng movies. Yung books, kalahati lang. So I think I disagree. Next, your happiness comes more from helping others accomplish things than your own accomplishments. Hindi naman. Syempre, I love my own things. So, I disagree. You are interested in so many things that you find it difficult to choose what to try next. Like I've said, siguro kung bata-bata pa ako, so, I'd rather choose difficult things, diba, to try. Neutral. You are prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worse. Siguro I agree kasi sabi nga guys, 'di ba? Expect the unexpected. So expect the worst. Ganun. You avoid leadership roles in group settings. I totally disagree kasi kapag napipili ako while I was in elementary pa lang ako kapag mas gusto ko ako yung nagiging leader. Gusto ko yun. So, I disagree. I don't avoid leadership. So, you are definitely not an artistic type of person. Siguro nasa isip ko lang na sana artistic ako. Gusto kong gawin to, gusto kong gawin yan. Pero I have no way how to reach out. So, disagree. You think the world would be a better place if people relied more on rationality and less on their feelings. So sana, yes. I agree. So you prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax? Yes. Ganyan ako. So kahit na nahihilo na ako, I feel tired already, I would tend to do my chores first before I take the rest, before I take rest. So I agree. Next, you enjoy watching people argue. Depende. So yes, I agree. Bakit? Siguro yung depende sa argument nila, kung ano yung pinagtatalunan nila. If it's sensible, I do enjoy watching them. Like siguro yung mga presidential candidates ngayon sa Pilipinas, I do enjoy their argumentations. So depende. But I agree. Pero kung away chismis lang yan ng mga marites, mga mariposa, syempre I don't agree. Of course you don't enjoy watching them argue, 'di ba? So I agree. You tend to avoid drawing attention to yourself. No. Mas gusto ko yung napapansin ako. Siyempre ng asawa ko. Your mood can change very quickly. Yes, siguro kapag tumatanda ka na, nagkakaedad ka na, lalo pag babae, and when you reach your age na nandun ka na sa prime, 'di ba? Your mood can change very quickly. So I agree. Your patience with people who are not as efficient, you lose patience with people who are not as efficient as you. Hindi naman. So, I disagree. So, depende kasi sa tao yun eh, kung ganun talaga siya, di ba? You often end up doing things at the last possible moments. Yes, I agree. Lagi akong, save, save by the bell o kaya last minute na. You have always been fascinated by the question of what, if anything happens after death. Ano ba? Siguro, neutral. Okay, so you usually prefer to be you usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own. Somewhat siguro neutral. You become bored or lose interest when the question or you become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical. Yes, I agree. You find it easy to be empathize with a person whose experiences are very different from yours. Ano ba? Siguro, yes, I agree. You usually postpone finalizing decisions for as long as possible. Yes, kasi baka may magkamap pa na ibang plan, 'di ba? So, of course, you have to delay it. I agree. But not usually. You rarely second guess the choices that you have made. Of course. Actually, yun yung lagi kong sinasabi sa anak ko na when you are planning with your life or with something, for something, mas maganda meron kang plan A, plan B, plan C para pag hindi nag-succeed yung plan A mo, go to the next plan, 'di ba? Yung plan B. Ganun. So I agree. No, I disagree pala. After a long and exhausting week, a lively social event is just what you need. Yes, I agree sana, but it doesn't happen at all. Kasi laging busy si Papa. After a long and exhausting week, okay, that's done na. You enjoy going to art museums? I disagree. I feel bored. Pero dahil sa meron pa akong maliit na anak, I have to, 'di ba? So you often have a hard time understanding other people's feelings. No. Madali akong maka-adapt kung ano yung nararamdaman niya. Syempre, you have to be sensitive. So, it doesn't make me difficult understanding other people's feelings. So, I totally disagree. You like to have a to-do list for each day. I disagree. Okay, so you rarely feel insecure. Yes. So, I agree. You avoid making phone calls? No. I disagree. I always attend to my friends' calls. You often spend, actually, mas gusto ko nga yung tinatawagan ako, pero people change, ganon. You often spend a lot of time trying to understand views that are very different from your own. Hindi naman masyado, so I disagree. Okay, so in your social circle, you are often the one who contacts your friends and initiates activities. Yes. Siguro na, eto na, andirito ako sa Japan. If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. Yes, of course. So I agree. You are still bothered by the mistakes that you made a long time ago? I agree. So, minsan iniisip mo, sana hindi na lang ganito, sana hindi na lang ganyan yung nangyari, ganun. Okay, so you rarely contemplate the reasons for human existence or the meaning of life.
Um, Disagree.
Your emotions control you more than you control them. Ano ba?
Mas nakokontrol ko ba yung emotion
O yung kinokontrol nila ako? Siguro, at my age now, you take great care not to make people look bad.
even when it is completely their fault? Yes, I agree. So, minsan kasi pagtatakpan mo na lang,
Di ba? So your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized and consistent efforts.
Ah,
Neutral. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take them to feel disappointed in you.
not so.
You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. I totally disagree.
I don't want to be working alone. You believe that pondering abstract
Philosophical questions is a waste of time. I disagree. You feel more drawn to places with busy, bustling atmospheres than quiet, intimate places.
siguro neutral. You know at first glance
How someone is feeling.
sometimes
So neutral.
you often feel overwhelmed. I disagree. You complete things methodically without.
Without skipping over any steps.
I disagree. You are very intrigued by things labeled as controversial.
Yes, I agree.
Kahit sino naman, maiintriga, di ba?
You would pass along a good opportunity if you thought someone else needed it more. Yes, of course. You struggle with deadlines. I agree. You feel confident that things will work out for you. Hindi ako ganon ka, ano bang tawag doon? Yung masyado kang, basta yun na yun. Tingnan natin yung ating result. So, nakalagay po rito, your personality type is entertainer. So, ESFP daw ako. So, 84%, yung mind ko daw is 84% extroverted. So, 16% akong introverted, and which is very true. Yung energy ko, this trait shows where we direct our mental energy. So, 36% yung aking intuitive and 64% observant, okay? So, yung aking nature is this trait determines how we make decisions and cope with emotions. So, yung thinking ko is 40%, yung feeling ko is 60%. With tactics, these traits reflects our approach to work, planning, and decision making. So, yung aking judging is 37% and prospecting 63%. And identity, this trait underpins all others. So, showing how confident we are in our abilities and decisions. So, assertive 33% and turbulent 67%. Okay, so ayun nga guys, sabi rito, I am an entertainer. So, ESFP. So,
Explorer, social engagement. And then, so guys,
live for each second without hesitation. So,
yun tayo dapat.
So if anyone is to be found spontaneously breaking into song and dance, it is the entertainer personality type. Entertainers get caught up in the excitement of the moment and want anyone else to feel that way too. No other personality type is as generous with their time and energy as entertainers when it comes to encouraging others, and no other personality type does it with such irresistible style. Okay? So, sino-sino ba yung mga entertainers? So, andyan si Elton John, Marilyn Monroe, Jamie Oliver, Adele, sino-sino pa, andyan si Jamie Foxx, Steve Irwin, Miley Cyrus, Adam Levine, Dandelion, sino pa, Penny, Captain Marvel, Angela Montenegro, Peregrine Took, and a lot more.
Okay, so ang ating insight of the day is
Entertainers are the most likely personality type to say they are good at cheering
people up. Okay, so and yun po talaga yung aking personality.
kahit nung bata pa ako, talagang I tend to be the one who entertains my family, of course. Naalala ko nung nabubuhay pa yung father ko, he would love to see me singing.
No, kahit anong kanta pa yan, gandang-ganda, alam kong gandang-ganda siya sa boses ko. And yun talaga yung personality ko, to entertain other people. Pero hindi ako entertainer dito sa
Japan, okay? So, yun lang yung lumabas na personality type ko. Okay, so guys, again, kung nagustuhan nyo po ang video na ito, huwag nyo po sanang kalilimutang i-like ang video na ito, mag-comment, i-share, at of course, mag-subscribe. Okay, so hanggang dito na lang po. Until then, thank you for watching. Allah Hafiz.